There's a whole bunch of cars ready to run, and there's the TRX. So we're about to see what this thing can do. So 2,300 RPM for launch. We're in sport mode. You know what is insanely capable? This thing right here. You know what is insanely daily drivable? This thing right here. Do you know what is also one of the best utility vehicles I've ever driven? This thing right here. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Thanks for pressing play. Today we are going to talk about the TRX and why it is one of my absolute favorite vehicles. Let's jump right into it. All right, guys. So I have had the RAM TRX for about 7 months now. I've put about 4,000 miles on it. I don't drive it a whole heck of a lot, but at the end of the day, I have put enough miles on it to know this thing is an absolute beast. Now, I actually have a couple different vehicles in my fleet, but most of them are Corvettes, but it has really impressed me. What we're going to do today is we're going to kind of show why this is one of the best vehicles to have in your fleet, why it's so versatile, why it's so capable, and it's going to start with these things right here. So we're going to load up some tires in the truck because we have to take them to a tire shop to get new tires on the wife's vehicle, and afterwards we're going to do something pretty fun, something that can only be done in a truck that has this much horsepower. It's one of the best vehicles. Let's load these things up and go for a ride. Talk a little bit more about the truck and what we're going to be doing today, but like I said, nothing too crazy here. These tires aren't gigantic, but at the same time, you don't really want something like that in your car. It's better in the bed of a truck. But anyway, let's go ahead, jump in, and hit the road. I absolutely freaking love this truck. It's insane. The amount of space that's in it, the amount of power that's in it, the amount of capability. Let's talk about it. Okay, guys, so driving along here in the TRX, what we're going to talk a little bit about real quick is the road manners, or the on-road manners. The truck handles itself very nicely on the road. As you can see there, I drive it almost all the time in sport, so it is one of the stiffer suspension settings on the truck, and I still absolutely love the way it handles itself. The power is always there. The handling is there for the most part. I mean, at the end of the day, it is a truck, so you're not going to expect this thing to do anything crazy on the twisties. But at the same time, it is super capable, and I love daily driving this thing. So basically, yeah, I can drive it on the road. I can drive it back and forth to the store or back and forth to different YouTube meetups, stuff like that. No problems with comfort. And then you can throw some tires in the back, drive it to the tire shop, no problem there. You can also hook up a trailer and tow around 8,000 pounds, no problem there. I will be doing that soon. I'll be pulling my ZR1 behind this truck at some point. And that is where the awesomeness of this truck really shines, because what we're gonna do next is gonna be something that's just insane. So in the same day, we're gonna load up the tires in the back, take them to a tire shop. Then we're gonna go to the drag strip. Yeah, we're gonna take this truck to the drag strip tonight, and we're gonna see what kind of times it can put down. This is one of the final nights of running the full quarter mile at this particular track that's about 20 minutes from my house or so. So we're gonna hit it up and see what happens. I haven't taken the TRX to this track yet, and I'm kind of curious to see what kind of times it will put down stock. Everything on the truck is stock other than my AWE exhaust, so I'm curious to see what it will do. But that's the big thing here. We are literally driving on normal streets with some tires in the truck to drop it off and get some work done on my wife's vehicle, and then afterwards I'm going to the drag strip. Like, this thing is ridiculous. It does everything you would need, anything a car guy would need. I mean, it's got the power, it's got the drivability, it's got the versatility. I love it. But the best part, of course, is the fact that it can do this. That, of course, is the best part.
5 minutes later.
All right, guys, so as you can see, we are here. There's a whole bunch of cars ready to run, and there's the TRX. So we're about to see what this thing can do, but we do know that it can handle some tires on the way to the tire shop for my wife. So yeah, it does do everything. We're gonna see how well it does this. At at the track here. So yeah, you can see the cars they're starting to line up now. Let's see what this thing will do.
1 hour later.
So 2300 RPM for launch. We're in sport mode. We're gonna see what happens here once we get up to the light. So like I said, guys, can this truck actually do everything? Let's see what happens. I'm gonna also fold in the side view mirrors just because aerodynamics. These are the big toe mirrors, so maybe it will help. Who knows? I'm hoping for as low 12s as possible. Like I said, truck is fully stock minus the AWE exhaust system, but depending on what happens here, maybe we'll play with that a little bit. Launch at 2300, man. I pushed right through those brakes. 2300's too much. Dang, dude. I thought that was going to be low enough that I'd be able to actually launch it, but I just ended up just jamming the gas as soon as that light turned green. When we get up to the light next time, we'll try something different. I'll see if I can pump the brakes even harder. I mean, I was standing on those things and it was not holding. Thank you. 12.6. I think I could reduce that by at least 0.3 if the thing would have launched right. So 12.6 is a little lower than a little higher than I was hoping for, but we'll see what happens next. 12.6 though. I got to talk about how ridiculous that is for a truck, even if that isn't as low as I think I can get. 12.6 for a freaking well over 6,000 pound vehicle. It's still pretty impressive, guys. So the thing can do pretty much everything. You're gonna beat a lot of people on the road. I mean, I can't tell you how many older muscle cars are here that are basically built for years. So years upon years being built in someone's garage, and it runs a slower time than this truck does. So I mean, it is definitely still impressive.
1 hour later.
All right, guys, so second run of the night. It is insanely cold right now. I think it said 46 degrees outside, which is a lot colder than I was thinking it was going to get tonight. But we're going to try launch at 2200 RPM this time, and I'm going to try just ridiculously pressing that brake. I know even before I did this, the first time I used launch control in the truck at all, you really have to stand on the brakes, and I thought I was standing on them pretty good, but I want to try to get the launch right this time, because I think that's the difference between the 12.6 I got, and I'm hoping for 12.2 or 12.3 would be pretty cool. I'm still having an absolute freaking blast, and the fact that this truck can do even the 12.6 that I got, it's insane. Like, I love this truck so much, and the things that it does on a daily basis with ease, it's absolutely awesome. I love it. That felt pretty good. I had 1500 PSI on those brakes. Mustang definitely destroyed me, but we knew that was going to happen. Still pretty cool. Let's see what that time was. It felt good. It definitely launched better. The performance pages here say quarter mile 12.2 at 108. Let's see how accurate that is. I'd be happy with a 12.2 because that's pretty close to what Dodge says this thing can do. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This says 12.4. Still better than our first run. So 12.4, not bad. I definitely got the launch. I had way more brake PSI this time. So I think if I was staying long enough to run again, I bet I could get it down to a 12.2 if I increase that launch RPM again. Still pretty cool, guys. 12.4 in a freaking 6,500 pound truck that can also get the groceries, be daily driven, all that stuff. It can go off-road, and actually I was going to show you a little bit of off-roading in this video, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get a chance to now. But if I don't, it can do off-roading as well, which is pretty freaking awesome.
The next day.
And like I said, also some off-roading. So this thing can seriously do it all. Grocery getter, drag strip, defender, and yeah, off-roader. This thing is freaking awesome. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's video. I really just wanted to give you a good idea of how impressive this truck really is, because I do have some other impressive cars. I have my ZR1, which is safely in the garage, my new Z06, and these are not any kind of cars to be discounted in any way, shape, or form, but this truck really can just do it all. It literally does everything. Like I said in the beginning, it is a grocery getter. You can throw some tires in the back. You can hook up a car and trailer it with this thing. You can take it to the drag strip, or you can jump in the truck and do a cross-country trip and be comfortable doing it because the interior is so well laid out and so comfortable. So literally, a $100,000 truck can do everything. So at the end of the day, I choose this truck for almost everything I want to do. With the exception of a road course, this thing will do more than any of my other cars combined. But anyway, guys, that's it for the video. So if you liked what you saw, please smash that thumbs up button. Let me know you're liking the content so I can keep creating the TRX stuff for you guys. I'm obviously loving the truck and I'm loving bringing you guys the content. So if you love it as much as I do, smash that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'm gonna have loads of content like this coming you're not gonna wanna miss. And as always, guys, I will catch you in the next upload.